Good morning from Mussoorie, India. So we just arrived yesterday from Rishikesh, and we were quite tired, and also we have been moving quite fast for the last few days. So we spent the full day in our hotel room, did some work on the computer, and just went out for dinner last night. And today we are going to explore an area called Landour in Mussoorie. So right now we are gonna go and find our way to a place called the Lal Tibba viewpoint. So I think it's a bit high up from here, and obviously it's known for having amazing views. So right now we are walking to hopefully find a ride there, because it's around an hour's walk. So we want to take a ride up there and then walk back, because on the way we also have a lot of other places that we can explore in Landour. And so we'll go to the Lal Tibba viewpoint, and then also the St. Paul's Cathedral, and then we'll stop by one of the most famous bakeries in Landour to have brunch, and then just pretty much walk back to Mall Road, because in between there's a lot of colonial attractions and towns which we can explore. So that's roughly the plan for today, and it's almost 11 a.m. now. So yeah, the first time seeing a helicopter in India. So we just managed to find a ride. It's for 700, which is slightly higher than what's on Google, but I think he has a fair point. He needs to drop us and come back as well. And it's like a half an hour's drive, so I think it's fine. And we also don't want to negotiate too much. We do want to support the local taxi drivers and local businesses as well, so I think it's a good price. So we are gonna be on our way. He just went to get his car. I think.
We are on the way to Lal Tibba, which is actually the highest point here in this area. I've heard the views from up there is really beautiful, like proper snow-capped mountains on a clear day. Although today is a bit gloomy. It was raining earlier in the morning, right? Yeah, so we're really hoping that we get to see the Himalayan mountains, because I know that's going to be really something else. And there is also a really cute little cafe at the top. And there is also a telescope which has been there since 1967. I think it's a Japanese telescope, and you can use it to view the mountains nearby. So I'm really excited for that. Did you know that Lal Tibba literally means the red hills, I think, which is because of the beautiful reddish sky during sunrise and sunset. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. See you there.
Look at this cute dog. We've noticed all the dogs here are quite chill and very lazy. So we just made it to Lal Tibba, and it took us maybe around 25, almost 30 minutes to get here.
I think that was because of the traffic also.
Yeah.
The roads are very narrow, and we have vehicles coming from both sides. So that took a bit longer.
Yeah, although I'm a bit confused with where is the exact viewpoint, because there's no like proper platform or anything like that. There's just a cafe here, and on the Google reviews it shows that this is Lal Tibba, but the views are amazing. Check this out. And over there is the Lal Tibba cafe. So I don't know, maybe we'll go in and see. I mean, we're planning to go to another cafe after this, so I'm not sure if we're going to eat anything here. So the viewpoint is through the cafe, and you need to purchase a ticket for 50 rupees per person to be able to access the viewpoint. And if you want to eat here afterwards, they offer some discounts for people who purchase the tickets, but we are planning to go to another cafe after this. Yeah, this looks like a proper view.
So here is the telescope that we were talking about earlier, right there.
So there's the telescope. We're going to take a look from the telescope as well.
चार धाम के जो रेन दिखे ना सर यहाँ पे सुबह भी थे
उन्हें चेयर पड़ा बन देंगे
के बाद ही वहाँ का मौसम खराब है अचानक
આપણે રમ્યું તો યાદ છે તને સુરતમાં
So the view from the binoculars wasn't too great. Maybe we weren't doing it right, but we don't really need a binoculars to enjoy this view. Take a look, it's so beautiful. There seems to be a walkway down this way. Not sure where it leads to. So what are our thoughts on Lal Tibba viewpoint? For me, I personally think it's worth it because I mean the ticket price is just 50 rupees. Although the binoculars weren't that great, but again maybe I wasn't using it right, but there were a lot of people waiting, so you can't really take your own time and figure it out. So we just had a quick look, but overall, even for the view, I would say it's worth it. And now we are walking towards one of the most famous places here, which is the Landour Bakehouse.
Yeah, and for me, I think I would also say that it was worth it. We couldn't really figure out how to use the binoculars. As Iko said, there was a lot of people waiting and we felt really bad to take our time. But it just wasn't very clear. It wasn't clear at all. But I think that's also because it's such an old binocular. As I mentioned before, it has been there since 1967, I think. So that must be the reason why. But other than that, the view from the cafe was really beautiful.
But this view to Landour Bakehouse is so beautiful. Check out these roads. Landour Bakehouse is famous for its carrot cake as well as being from the late 19th century. I think it was opened around 1890s, and it's very well known for its post-colonial architecture and design. And they focus on slow baking, and there's a lot of good reviews about Landour Bakehouse. And we didn't really have breakfast this morning. We just had some strawberries and some coffee in the morning, and now we're just 100 meters from Landour Bakehouse, so we're really excited to try out their food. Their most famous item is the carrot cake. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of carrot cake, but depending on what's available, I might even try the carrot cake today. So we just made it to Landour Bakehouse. So this is how it looks like from the outside. Looks extremely full though. So we just came out of the Landour Bakehouse. It was a good experience overall, although we ended up having to wait around 30 minutes to get a table because it was just so busy. But the bakehouse was very beautiful, and the bakery items, the things that we ordered was very good as well, minus the iced peach tea being just overly sweetened. But the carrot cake is worth the hype, I would say. I'm not even a big fan of carrot cake, but I think it's probably one of the best carrot cakes I've had in my life. And the Korean bun was good as well. And what else did we order?
I think that's it. The cheese and garlic croissant, the Korean bun, and the carrot cake. I mean, I prefer the Korean bun, but then even the croissant was really good as well. And I think for us, the highlight definitely was the carrot cake. It was one of, if not the best carrot cake that we have ever had until now.
Yeah.
I just wish that we had more time in the cafe, because it's a beautiful setting, the views are amazing as well. It's just that there was a lot of people waiting, and we did not feel too comfortable to wait after we were done eating, because you could see people waiting outside, and it started raining as well.
Yeah. We were planning to go to the Char Dukan and also to walk the Landour cantonment. I'm not sure if it's two different places, but on what we read, it seemed like it's two different places. But for now, I think we're going to be stuck here for a bit. It's not like raining very heavily, but it's drizzling. It's just that we have the cameras with us, and we can't really risk getting them soaked in rain. So we'll wait here for a bit and then try to go.
And it's also very cold right now.
Look at this. We'll start deliveries as soon as our vehicle's fixed. Yeah.
You're not getting your deliveries anytime soon.
Yeah. If you've delivered from whoever owns this business, forget about it. Now we can walk, but the issue is there's no range or we cannot get any connectivity, so we don't know which way to go to our next destination. Yeah, I think we'll just ask some of the locals and figure it out. So this church is called Kellogg Memorial Church. This is the church that we walked past by when we were walking from Lal Tibba to find Landour Bakehouse. And we just asked some policemen for direction and they said to walk this way for Landour cantonment and Char Dukan as well. Honestly, like I read on Google that cantonment is basically just an area with colonial buildings. So I think we might actually be walking the cantonment right now. I mean, look at these houses. Yeah, this looks quite beautiful.
So a little bit of history about the church that we just passed by, the Kellogg's Memorial Church. So it was built to commemorate Dr. H. Samuel Kellogg, I think. Yeah, Dr. Samuel H. Kellogg, sorry, who was a key linguist in helping define the modern Hindi, the language that is widely spoken in India.
We just arrived at Char Dukan and this is the park. And these are the 4 shops. Char Dukan literally means 4 shops or 4 cafes or something like that. So this. I thought it's going to be a lot bigger than this, but yeah, this is it. Art of Landour. So just now, on the way to Char Dukan, we came across the St. Paul's Church, and I was trying to film it until a policeman started yelling, saying that it's not allowed. And he said not to use the camera, but you can use the phone, which honestly I don't really understand because you're pretty much doing the same thing, right? So anyway, I didn't film using this Osmo Pocket, but Nani filmed using the phone. And then right after that,
Yeah, and honestly, he startled us. Like, he just screamed, and we didn't know what we were doing wrong. And there was another local person who sort of translated what he was trying to say. I mean, he didn't say anything, he just screamed. And then this local Indian who was really kind, he was like, yeah, you guys shouldn't use any camera here, but phone is okay. So I went ahead and filmed on my phone.
yeah, and then right after that was the Char Dukan, which was quite small. I expected it to be like a big area, but I think it's just the 4 tiny cafes and shops with a small park in front. I think that's it. And then now we are just walking towards Small Road, but hoping to see some nice places on the way of Landour, because I think there's also like a Landour clock tower and a few other things that you can see on the way. But this walk is so beautiful. Take a look at this scenery. So this way is going downhill. And I think this will lead us directly to the main town of Landour. And it's quite difficult to find our way because up here, the network is quite weak, so even Google Maps is not working. We really gotta download the offline maps to avoid this situation in the future. We keep saying that, but we never do it. This walk is so worth it. I mean, look at this view.
So we were actually thinking before we left the hostel today to maybe either get a cab, or we were even thinking to get a scooty for this journey. But then we saw how people drive, and it's so steep. I don't think we are experienced enough to ride a scooty here.
Especially the downhill journey seems a bit risky because everyone's just pretty much gliding, and there are so many bends, so you don't see who's coming. And
Yeah, I think the bends are the reason why people keep honking, because it's really a blind corner. You don't see anything. There's a lot of blind corners on this walk.
yeah, like as we were just speaking, there was one bike gliding. Yeah, so unless you are super experienced, we would suggest just to take a cab to the top and then walk down like us. The walk downhill is much easier.
Oh, I think there is an option where you could get a scooty with a driver who can drop you, so that can be an option as well.
Yeah. Check out this beautiful cafe. It's called Doma's. And even this tiny little house. So beautiful.
तू बैठना मैं फोटो लेके आती हूँ
I think it might start to rain again, but we are walking towards the Landour clock tower now, because it's sort of on the way to Mall Road, and after this I think we're just going to go back to Mall Road and explore Mall Road and maybe have a late lunch there. And it's drizzling again. We're worried it might start raining while on the way, because like before we still have our camera gear, but fingers crossed we'll make it before it starts raining.
And it wasn't even raining or drizzling, it stopped, and the minute I took out my camera, it started raining again.
Yeah. Look at these mountain goats that we just came across.
Also, look at that.
Over there is a field, and some locals are playing cricket.
And an abandoned house.
Yeah, right at the
At the
end.
end.
You know, like that looks like I don't know, maybe like a haunted house, because there is because we were looking at Get Your Guide to see if there's any interesting like guided tours we can do, and we found one tour which is a haunted house tour.
I actually would love it.
Yeah, I don't know, sounds a bit too spooky to go on a haunted house tour.
Sounds perfect.
So right now we are walking through the chalk of Landour, which is the main market. It's mostly small cafes, restaurants. I mean, there's like some banks, a lot of different kinds of shops selling all sorts of things, including hardwares, clothing. There's even a salon. So these artworks look quite interesting. I think it basically shows the diversity of Mussoorie. I mean, there's a church, a mosque, and a temple in one picture. And there's also a cable car, carts, a fortress, and all sorts of paintings that depicts the history of Mussoorie. Quite interesting to see. I mean, India is known to be a very diverse land. Look at these. And that must be like the king or the Maharaja.
There was different religions represented, and I think in these murals there was different religions represented in India as well. Like there was a temple, there's a mosque, and I think a church as well. It looks beautiful. I wonder what this is though.
I mean, this painting is so cool. So funny thing, we happened to just walk past the clock tower. I mean, we saw a clock tower, but it wasn't anywhere near what
Yeah,
the clock
and-
tower shows on Google Maps.
Yeah, I think Iko was checking the Google Maps, and I was thinking, oh, this must be it, because I remember seeing some pictures. But then, because Iko said it doesn't show on the map, we were trying to find the place. Turns out it was it. That was it.
So when we came to the clock tower, which, I mean, on the map, the place that is shown as the clock tower on the maps is not really the clock tower. I didn't even film the clock tower because the battery is running out, and I wanted to save some battery, but Nani took some pictures, so it wasn't anything too great. It's just a very old clock tower that's a bit small, but anyway, we've seen it. I just didn't film it. Look at this beautiful hotel. It's called the Hotel Himalayan Club, in case anyone wants to stay here. And I think we are getting close to Mall Road now. And once we get to Mall Road, I think we're just gonna walk around Mall Road a little bit and grab a drink or something. Because we had a very late breakfast, more like lunch. I think we're not gonna have lunch, and we're just gonna have an early dinner at the restaurant that we wanted to eat last night, but it was so full. So maybe today we'll go around 7 to dinner.
I have a feeling that the views from this hotel will be so beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
look at this.
Is the view?
Oh, it looks so
I feel like
nice.
there's a lot of hotels here which will have these kind of views, because I mean the entire town is nestled in the mountains. So now we have just made it to Mall Road, and we're just gonna grab a quick drink and then walk back to the hotel, because we've been walking for a long time now and we're quite tired, to be honest. So Mall Road has two entrances. This side is called Picture Palace, and the other side, which is quite a walk from here, is called Library Chowk. So here, this is basically called a Mall Road for obvious reasons. It's just a street full of all sorts of different shops, from pharmacies to clothing shops, restaurants, hotels. So you'll probably find almost just about anything you want. Souvenirs, small street vendors selling a lot of different types of food. And this, I'm not sure what it's called, but looks like a parking plus a viewpoint. And oh look, there is a mosque. I think that's the mosque that we saw from up there. Yes, it has to be.
This is the first mosque that we have seen in Mussoorie.
And also that house over there, the design of the hallway is also Islamic art. So I'm not sure about the Islamic history of Mussoorie. But I think we were up there, and then now at the Mall Road. These views are amazing.
was just telling Ikko that this might be my favorite place here in India, at least. At least, like, from all the places that we have been to so far.
In India or?
No, I mean in India.
Yeah.
In India. This is definitely by far my favorite place here in India.
Also got a Puma store here. I mean, who would think? A Puma store in Mussoorie. And also I've seen some other good brands here, and this one. I'm not sure what brand this is. I mean, I'm not aware, but it looks like it's a fancy brand, if anyone knows.
No, they got some really expensive brands. So it's just so random because you see like local shops and then right next to it you find very high-end, very luxury shops as well.
Yeah. So I think now we are gonna find a restaurant where we can enjoy a drink.
And the reason why I said Mussoorie is my favorite city in India so far is because of the beauty of the city. Honestly, anywhere you look, you find beautiful views. And it's also the layout and the architecture of the city. Like you see all these old, beautiful buildings with beautiful designs. And it's also very walkable. Although you see a few vehicles, most of the people here is just walking from one place to the other. And I was just telling Ikko, on the road you have like beautiful seating areas where people are just gathering, sitting, talking. It is very nice to see that.
Yeah, I agree.
And also there's a lot of beautiful flowers. Like they make an effort to grow flowers. Like everywhere you look, you find beautiful, colorful flowers. And I almost forgot, the reason why I love Mussoorie so much is the people. Everyone that we have spoken to or interacted with here in Mussoorie, they're all so nice and genuine and very helpful as well.
Yeah, that's true. I've noticed the difference in people.
Yeah.
They've been very helpful and very kind.
And they go out of their way to help you, which is so refreshing to see.
So we ended up not going to any cafes and just bought a drink from a close by shop. And now it's around 6:30, 6:45 in the evening, and the sun is about to set. Yeah, we can see the colors. And now we're just walking towards dinner because we've only had like one meal today and we are quite hungry. And we're going to a restaurant that we went even last night, but it was so busy that the queue was so long and we couldn't wait that long yesterday because we were hungry as well. So we are going early today, hoping that we can get a table faster. Look at those sunset colors. And here's also another viewpoint very close by to our hostel, literally like 2 minutes from our hostel. There is this viewpoint. So this is the place that we want to come. Chick Chocolate, it's a very famous, I think, a dessert shop. Talking about brands from earlier, there's also a Miniso here. And then this is a Tibetan restaurant, Momo's Kitchen. Maybe we'll try that restaurant later. Yeah. Look at these dogs. All the dogs here are super chill and very lazy, always sleeping or just chilling. Really nice markets, and this is a very cool handicraft shop. And this restaurant, Yeti, the Himalayan Kitchen, we've been eyeing on this restaurant, so maybe tomorrow night we might come there. It's quite cold today. Yeah, it's a very cool street food stall as well. We might be the only people on the street wearing flip-flops. Actually, no, there's a few more people. But this is the restaurant that we wanted to go. Yeah, it's called Kalsang, Tibetan, Chinese, Korean, and Thai cuisine. Luckily, there's no queue at the moment, so hopefully we get a table fast. So there still is a queue, but not as long as yesterday, so maybe we'll have to wait 10 minutes or 15 minutes, which sounds reasonable. It's a small restaurant, this is how it looks. We're going up.
So I think this is one of the most popular places here in this town, because last night we were trying to come here and there was a long queue. I think the only reason we were able to get a table this fast is because we came early. Right now it's not even 7 yet, so if you want to come here, come a little bit early, because even now the place is full except for only 2 tables.
Yeah, we had to wait like less than a minute. But I think the thing is that this is more famous for Indian tourists, and I think usually Indians eat dinner a bit late. I think if Mussoorie was very popular among Western tourists, even by 7 p.m. this restaurant would probably be extremely full. So yeah, so let's take a look at the menu. So again, this restaurant is called Kalsang, and they specialize in authentic Chinese, Korean, Thai, and Tibetan food. So they've got hot beverages, refreshers, shakes, and smoothies.
Oh, before we turn to the next page, the history of this place is quite interesting. So it's by a Tibetan immigrant.
Yeah, that's interesting. And it's been around since 1989, so this restaurant is a lot older than me and Nani.
I wasn't even born then.
They've got appetizers, veg and non-veg. Look at these things. Damn, looks good. Soups, laping, seafood, veg, chicken.
I am very surprised that they have seafood here, because I was
Yeah,
not
we're up in the
expecting
mountains, and probably not a great idea to try seafood in places like this because very unlikely that it will be fresh. Lamb, pork, tofu, Thai noodles, ramen, rice, and Tibetan. So I think we're gonna eat Tibetan most likely.
They have tukpa.
They also have tukpa, which is Nepalese, but also Tibetan, I guess.
It is one of my favorite comfort food.
Yeah, they also have Bhutanese and a lot of Asian food basically. And they also have a Korean menu like kimbap, bibimbap. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I can't probably pronounce correctly, but yes, they've got a lot of options.
And I just realized that this is a restaurant chain, so they have a few places in India as
yeah.
well as in Nepal.
Yeah, that's nice. So we ordered one steamed momo veg and one deviled momo veg. And for drinks, we ordered one mango fresh lemon soda. And if that's not enough food, we're gonna order again. So our food has just arrived. So this is the deviled momo, and this is the steamed momos. Look at that. And they also have this spicy sauce over here that you can add. It looks so good. Gladden tetete. Let's try some of the spices. Bueno. Is it like extremely spicy?
This is so spicy. Like, it's very spicy.
Oh, really?
It is like, that's too much.
That's too much?
That's too much. And for the record, I eat very, very spicy.
Oh my
Rico
god.
cannot tolerate if it is too spicy, and that was really spicy
Yeah.
even for me.
Yeah, that's too much. But it's really good.
It's so yummy.
So both these momos are very good, and we just read that the devil momo is one of their specialty dishes. So yeah, highly recommend both. Now we're gonna cut the camera and enjoy our dinner. So we noticed that there is a lot of different messages written by customers in tissues. So we're doing the same. Wait until you see what we are writing. So it says Divehi Rajya in Duniya Nani Adi Ikko. This is in our own language, which is called Divehi, and the letters are called Thana, written from right to left, and the English translation is from Maldives to the world, with love, Nani and Ikko. We also noticed that they gave these two mouth fresheners. We also have similar things back home, but I'm kind of excited to try this. So that dinner ended up being such an amazing dinner, and we thought 2 portions of momos might not be enough, but as usual, we don't eat a lot, and that was the perfect amount of food, and we didn't waste anything. And that cost us 575 rupees, which I believe is around $7 or something like that. Very fair price. And now we are gonna go. Actually, the drink that we ordered ended up not being available, so we didn't order a drink. We just drank water, and now we are gonna find a place to have a masala chai.
Because it is so cold right now, I swear. I'm kind of shivering right now, and I just checked the temperature, and it's like 16. I think this is the coldest place that I have been so far, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not very cold for a lot of you, but
For me,
we come from a country that has like 30, 32, 34 degrees Celsius year round. So we haven't really been, I mean, we've been to cold places, but always usually during summer, so we haven't experienced very cold. I have experienced +8 as the coldest, but very soon we are going to go to a very cold place, which you will see.
I am so worried about that. I don't know how I'm going to survive the cold.
We will.
Yeah, we will.
So we just found a place to have tea, just like right next to our hotel.
Also, I don't know if you can hear that music. That is such a nice Hindi song. Not this one, the other one.
Over near the hotel. So this is, like I was saying, it's called Kulhad tea, which I am not sure if it's the same as masala chai. Does it?
Pretty similar.
Yeah. It's piping hot, but then again, this place is quite cold, so I'm sure it's gonna get cold real fast.
And I feel like if you have a tea, you gotta have it in one of these clay cups.
Yeah.
It adds to the taste.
Yeah, that's true. It's actually not that hot, and it's really good.
Oh, they play such nice songs.
We're just right outside our hostel now, and that's gonna be it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like as usual and comment and subscribe to our channel to support us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.